This coming NBA season was already shaping up to be one for the books. Giannis might be getting traded. Durant in Houston. OKC chasing a repeat. Jokić reloaded. Ant-Man on the rise and acting like he wants everybody's lunch money. If that's all we got, I'm locked in. But then Luka Doncic walked in, lean, locked in, laser focused.
Look at this pass here. I mean, wow.
And suddenly the entire league developed a Luka problem.
And it is Luka, and he put the defense in a world of hurt again. Oh, look at that smile.
You felt it, right? The vibe shifted. The timeline started buzzing. Somewhere, a defensive coordinator woke up in a cold sweat. Not just fit, dangerous. You've seen the profile. Luka didn't just get in shape. He went full scientist on himself. Cut the sugar, cut the gluten, dialed in protein like a bodybuilder with a spreadsheet. For the first time, he took ruthless control of one thing that used to betray him at the worst times: his body. And remember, this is a guy who was already putting up 28-9-8 in the regular season.
Doncic for the win.
Oh, yeah!
And 31-9-8 in the playoffs.
Goes in! How did he do it?
Now, imagine those same numbers strapped into a brand new motor. Exhausted Luka is scary. Fresh Luka? That's a horror movie with a sequel. Origin story, the bubble shot. With Luka, it's just not about counting stats. It's the moments that stick to your memory like tape on a rim. The bubble 2020.
Doncic step back three, high arcing shot, he banks it in. Oh, Luka Doncic, such a clutch three-pointer.
Clippers, he averages 31-10, almost 10. Kawhi and PG on the floor. Reggie Jackson in the frame and the clock bleeding out. Finney Smith inbounds. Luka sets the feet, steps back to the moon, bang, bang, game. You could hear the breath leave the arena like somebody hit a mute button. And if you didn't rewind it 3 times, are you even a fan? Phoenix 2022. Don't poke the bear. Fast forward to the Suns series. Devin Booker decided to chirp, smirk, and play tough. Luka smiles like he just found dessert after you said you weren't hungry. He walks off with the most casual dagger line of the year. Everybody acting tough when they up. Then comes Game 6, blowout. Game 7 in Phoenix, he doesn't just win, he ends them.
The help. Luka with the turnaround. And good defense by the Suns. Luka got it back. Thank you, and one.
First quarter, 12 on 5 for 7. Second quarter, 15 with barely a miss. Halftime score, Suns 27, Luka 27. Cam Johnson hits the floor, the TNT crew loses their minds. And Phoenix looks like someone unplugged their controller. 2024, the march to the doorstep. His last Mavs run had everything. Round 1, Clippers finally get sent home in 6. Dragons slayed. Round 2, the number 1 seed, Thunder, electric, fearless, built to go viral. Luka dims the light 4-2.
That's in his resume. What a performance by Luka and the Mavericks. Mama. There goes that man.
It felt like he was going to solve each series like a riddle. Try something, see your counter, punish the adjustment. You could almost hear him thinking, oh, that's cute. Here's how this ends. Wolves, Game 2, switch step splat. Conference Finals, Minnesota. Game 2, down late. Gobert switches out, which is exactly the bait Luka set. One dribble for rhythm, a window size of a postcard, step back to the skyline, splash.
Drew rim, it's still loose, Luka got it back!
Dallas steals it. Afterward, he shrugs. I don't decide before the play. I just see what the defense gives me. Translation, show me where you're weak and I'll make it my favorite spot. The final sip and the flip. Then the finals. It wasn't his best series and it didn't end the way it was supposed to. That's real, but that run still felt like the beginning of something bigger. Like the last chapter of book 1. And then everything flipped. One loss, one panic move, one organization deciding they'd seen enough. The breakup, Dallas left Luka. Luka didn't leave Dallas. Dallas left Luka. He thought he was Dirk's hair, lifer, statue, jersey in the rafters. Instead, shipped to LA. Maybe they decided he'd max out. Maybe they thought comfort had him stuck. Maybe they didn't believe this version even existed. But here's the thing, even comfortable Luka is better than 99% of guards breathing oxygen. 30 points, 10 dimes, 8 boards on autopilot. You move that and you better be right, because if you're wrong, you just handed a generational talent the sharpest motivation there is. Disrespect with a forwarding address. The text that changed the summer. One day after the Wolves lost, Luka texted his manager, "Start the offseason program now. Not next week, not after I decompress, now." He says he's always worked on his game every summer, but this time it was different. You could hear the edge in his voice. Different as in non-negotiable, different as in no more excuses, different as in this is never happening to me again. What the new body buys, the new engine changes everything. Defense used to try to make him work and pray the fourth quarter stole his legs. Good luck with that now, because he's sliding quicker, absorbing contact better, playing through those little aches that once turned layups into floaters and floaters into, well, we'll get them next game. He's no lockdown specialist, and he doesn't need to be. He just needs to hold the line, rebound like a wing, and be alive in transition. The playoff, the step back in minute 46 looks like the step back in minute 6. The pace is his. The game dances to his tempo. Purple and gold minus the billboard. So LA. On the surface, it screams Hollywood, but Luka isn't here for selfies under palm trees. He's here to make a point. The on-court fit is basketball poetry because Luka is the system. Put shooting around him, give him one vertical spacer, let a wing or two cut when their defender blinks, and then watch. Big's jobs become catch and finish. Wings' jobs become cut and cash. Shooters just keep their hands ready or pretend to be decoys and still get fed. Crunch time, high pack and roll at the logo. 2-for-1 clock. Luka walking you into the only decision you don't want to make. Take away the step back and he drives. Collapse and he lasers a corner three without even pretending to look. The Luka problem checklist? Spoiler, it's all bad. How do you guard him now? Put length on him. He'll pivot you into a pretzel and drop a soft 12-foot fade like he's clocking in. Put speed on him, he'll take you to the block and use you like a backpack. Blitz the PNR, great. 4-on-3 for his teammates and 14 assists on your box score. Switch everything. Welcome to the TikTok where your 6'1" guard found out the hard way what unchangeable switch really means. Make him defend. This plan used to have teeth. Now he's fit enough to chase, dig, and still have juice for the fourth. You didn't solve anything, you just made him sweat earlier. There's no stop button, only where do we want the damage. If it lands on your bench minutes, you lose the series in 6. If it lands on your star, you'd have an awkward exit interview where you explain that Luka is Luka. The West Gauntlet, who wants the smoke? Look around. Denver still has the 7-foot cheat code. OKC is young, relentless, smarter, and they should be. Minnesota knows how to punch back now. Houston is loud and getting louder. The Warriors are that horror franchise with too many sequels. The West is chaos, and yet matchups still rule. Give me the ball handler who bends pace, chooses the defender he wants, and never blinks. That's Luka. He's a wrong defender factory. He'll point, call, drag your guy into space, and turn your scheme into a therapy session.
He got a hold of it, launches it, Luka!
Circle the first trip back to Dallas. The booze, the mixed jerseys, the signs that says thanks and the signs that says don't. He'll walk in like it's a Tuesday morning. And the first time he plants that step back on the exact spot where he used to do it in the blue and green, you'll feel the entire internet lean in. Mindset or move? Greatness isn't a new dribble package. It's a new decision. LeBron's post-up phase. Giannis is embracing ugly reps until they weren't ugly. Jokić realizing he can control a game without touching the ball for 3 possessions. Luka's decision was simple, professional, obsession. He still jokes, he still smirks, but he wakes up every day like there's a ledger to settle. The new body is the receipt. Dallas gave him the spark. LA gave him the stage, and he brought the script. Dallas will always be in the room. This is why the season feels cinematic. It's not just a star-changing teams, it's a breakup. One side though, the other would never leave. The other thought the first would never change. Then the suitcase came out. If Dallas was right, Luka would have plateaued. If Dallas was wrong, the summer is Exhibit A. He didn't clap back, he changed plates. He didn't subtweet, he subtracted body fat. You can debate the trade all day. The scoreboard will write the epilogue. So what happens now? Now we watch a Luka who plans to play through May like it's cardio. We watch the step back return with extra lift and the pass arrive a beat earlier because he trusts it'll come back when he needs it. We watch him hunt the switch he wants, smile when he gets it, and remind a packed building that the inevitable has a signature move. Luka Doncic was already a problem. Now he's a nightmare. Dallas didn't think this version even existed. He's about to make everyone pay for the imagination gap. And the best part, he's just getting started.